So welcome everyone to an introduction to our latest product offering, which is GeoSLAM Construction Progress. Today's webinar is hosted by myself, David Phelps, and I'm joined by Ivona Babova as well. The session will be recorded and you will receive an email with a link to the recording at the end of the webinar. Please use the Q&A in the webinar panel to ask any questions, and we can cover those at the end of the presentation. So today we're going to start by taking you through an introduction to GeoSLAM, our new Connect platform in case you missed our webinar last week. We'll talk you through the construction progress solution with a demonstration of the software, and then we'll summarise and answer any of your questions at the end. So first, let's take a brief overview of who we are and what we do. So GeoSLAM is the smart way to map and understand spaces. We make it easy to capture and connect data from the world around us, from the built environment to a natural world. GeoSLAM technology gives people the power to collect geospatial data for some of the most difficult environments, whether they are indoors, outdoors, underground, everywhere. Our core values are speed. We're up to 10 times faster than traditional surveying techniques. Simplicity. The systems require minimal training. And business intelligence. Our systems provide you with the tools you need to map and understand spaces. And automation. Our workflows are intuitive and require minimal user input. GeoSLAM was founded in Nottingham in the UK. We're a global company with a presence in 59 countries and a network of 90 dealers. So I'm excited to introduce our new software platform, which is Connect. Connect takes the pain away from the often time-consuming, repetitive nature of processing geospatial data, with the option of applying automated analytics to your data for true end-to-end analysis. I'll just take you through a quick video to show you Connect.
Every day, thousands of people are using their GeoSLAM devices to collect data about the world around them. From skyscrapers in Shanghai to mines in Mexico, mapping our surroundings in 3D has never been easier. USEF maps a multi-level office building 10 times faster than using a terrestrial scanner. And if there's stairs or lots of small rooms, no problem. Sarah flies a UAV over a forest to collect information about the type, height and density of trees. She collects all of the data she needs in a 10-minute flight. Processing multiple data sets and sharing the results with different people in different locations can take a long time. This can make projects harder to collaborate on. The same post-processing steps are often repeated by multiple users, causing delays to your teams. Introducing GeoSLAM Connect, our smart data platform. GeoSLAM Connect takes your GeoSLAM scan data and automatically processes it, applies your workflow, and saves the information in the file location of your choosing. Manage ever-increasing amounts of data. Work smart. Automate your data processing. Collect the data as often as you need to. Anyone can use a ZEP. Keep a digital archive of your information with automated file storage. You own the data, always. The best after-sales support with GeoSLAM Care. Add-on software packages are also available for automated insight into your data beyond a point cloud. With the Construction Progress add-on, you can track the percentage of completion for your building projects, producing automatic updates as regularly as you want. Or maybe you need help managing large property portfolios. With the Floor Plans add-on, you could have floor plan data of entire buildings in minutes, not days. So now Youssef, Sarah, and the rest of the team can spend less time processing and extracting the information they need, and more time collecting data. Your data made easy with GeoSLAM Connect.
So that's a quick overview of Connect. So I'm excited to introduce GeoSLAM Construction Progress. So alongside the launch of our new software platform Connect, we released a collection of solutions to help professionals better understand and manage buildings, whether this is for monitoring construction progress, floor plans and scan to BIM. In this particular webinar, we're just going to take you through the Construction Progress platform. So GeoSLAM Construction Progress is a smart monitoring solution to track the progress of large construction projects using mobile LiDAR and automated analytics. So why use Construction Progress? Automate your project progress by having one source of truth. With the construction industry being the land of delays and disputes, this can lead to huge fines at the end of a project, all of which could have been avoided by having regular site progress records. Digital progress files in audit trails mean less paperwork and less risk of losing important information, and quickly and easily share that project progress updates with all project stakeholders to be leveraged for faster decision making. So how does it work? Let's break it down into its 5 easy steps. So the construction projects being time sensitive, they require a fast method for capturing the progress on a site. Using any of our ZEV products, we're able to easily and accurately walk around a construction site on a regular basis to provide accurate scans as a record of the site progress. We've also developed an app for your Android phone that allows you to capture photos and notes of vital areas of the construction project. This is particularly important for site teams who want to capture things like wall cavities before it's boarded, fire safety locations, etc. The notes can also be used as a snagging list while doing your site walk. Once you've completed your data capture, simply take your data off your ZEV device and load it into GeoSLAM's Construction Progress platform, which sits inside Connect. The Connect platform is where the true power of GeoSLAM Construction Progress is produced by automating all of the tasks needed to identify progress. The software will automatically take the data and process it ready for viewing. It will also compare your new scan to your previous scan to clearly highlight in the viewer all of the changes, as you can see in the image there. If you load in an IFC model, it will also compare the new data set against that to give an accurate percentage complete against that model. Once the registration is complete, you're able to view all of the scans and comparisons within the Connect viewer. You can also take a look at all the photos and notes you had taken. You also get an arrow pointing in the direction the camera was facing when it took the image, so you can clearly identify what that image was taken of. You can generate these simple PDF reports within the Construction Progress platform. This allows you to have a simple document to use in your weekly reports and to share with a wider project team. Information can include things like a free text box that add all the informational changes week on week. You can also include things like weather conditions, the number of contractors on site, and any problems that might have occurred between the two reports. We can use data analytics to be able to give an accurate percentage of the work complete. These reports are easily shareable with the client to keep them up to date with the project using a single source of truth instead of best guess. The PDF report provides a digital record of the site progress over time, which can be reported and stored for the life of the project. This is particularly useful at the end of a project should any disputes occur. You can automatically sync the data with your existing data management tools such as BIM 360, For Projects, Daylux, as well as many more. The ability to be able to show real progress on a consistent basis has some significant advantages, such as better collaboration between the multiple disciplines, identify the status of a project, whether you're operating ahead or behind schedule, the ability to identify risks and potential problems, prioritize issues based on real-world data and initiate remedies in a more timely manner. And project teams can look at real-world data to order materials to a site or pay contractors based on the work they've completed. And some of the things we can identify, as you can see in the image here, are things like walls, pipework or HVAC systems that are installed. So I'm going to hand over to my colleague Ivona, who's going to give you an overview of the software platform.
Thank you, David, and thank you everyone for joining us today and finding time in your busy schedules. So I'm going to use a project in Connect and show you the entire workflow and the outputs that can be created. And I pre-recorded a video for it yesterday purely to speed up the processing time. So if we can move next, after signing it into Connect platform, there is a main interface with the menu on the top left from where the new projects can be created. In this case, I'm going to open an existing one, and you can see I've got a lot of data here. It's a construction site we've been capturing for over the past year. So I'm going to open a more recent data set from March. The building has 6 floors, so in 8th of March, we should be able to see all of them. David, are you able to help me and move through the video? So the point cloud that is loading in now is captured with ZBrivo, and it's a single capture. Took around 25 minutes walking speed to get through all the floors. In Connect, we also have further visualization options to enhance the data, modify the EDL filter, change the color maps, for instance, color the data by elevation. And with our powerful SLAM algorithm, we can get really accurate results from construction sites, like for instance, this one, following some best capture practices. There are also further options to see the data and change, for instance, the colors that we are looking at for elevation. So there are different color maps that user can select for something that they prefer to look at. And also with the clipping box, the views can be created, for instance, for individual floors. So here we can see floor 5. I'm just going to change the color map to something nicer. And on each floor, we can clearly see the columns and the walls that's been constructed. This view is still 3D, so the point cloud can be manipulated from here. And for further visualization, the GeoSLAM node data captured by Android phone can be added into project as well. If they are available, they can be simply loaded from the project, where each icon represents a position where the image has been taken from. And as David mentioned, the arrow also shows where the phone's been pointing into. So anything that needs further inspection or attention can be captured in the image or in the node itself as well. And it just gives a bit of more insight how the actual site looked like. With a GeoSLAM node, that can be installed on any Android device, and it can be mounted with our phone mount at the back of any ZEP scanner. It's very simple to use. It's one GeoSLAM node capture per one ZEP capture, and the nodes can be captured alongside images as well. They can be either typed or with a microphone, people can talk through the capture and it's converted into a node automatically as well. So to clip the data, we also have the clipping box available for creating any horizontal or vertical sections. So any site can be chosen to clip the site. And this can be also saved as a view. So on the top, there is a menu to add it to the view for the users to be able to come back to this. So here, clipping just from the side of the building, this is the raw point cloud data from ZBrivo, and you can see the detail that we are able to capture on the floor and ceiling level through this entire building. And this is something that Connect produces automatically, but we also went a step further and produced automated analysis of the data. So once this point cloud is processed, we automatically compare it to a previous point cloud of the same building, of the same site, and we are able to generate a so-called scan-to-scan comparison, where anything that's new, any progress is automatically highlighted in green color. So here we are looking at the scan in early March compared to last scan in February. And now looking at the floor levels, it's very clear what's been constructed. For instance, on floor 5, we can see the new columns being built. Floor 4, maybe not as much progress over here, but we can also bring the images, notes if they were present for the capture, and just check on individual floor, the visual data as well. Alongside the automated highlights in green that show everything that's new on this day. And this is not restricted to capture on a weekly basis or a couple of times a week. Connect takes care of this processing once the data is imported in. There is also, if you are wondering, the way we are able to create this output, we do this with the help of control points that are placed on this site, which are equally distributed. We have around 10 points here that are collected with the ZEP reference plate, where the system is kept static for 10 seconds, and Connect automatically aligns the point clouds together based on those reference points. Another output is also comparison to a CAD model. If the CAD model is present, then our point cloud is compared to it. We generate this very clear output where in green color, we highlight everything that's been built, everything that's been constructed or scanned, and we can also transform this into percentage complete and percentage incomplete information for people to share as well. So in this case, it's a structural model that we are looking at, but it could be any model, MEP architectural model for the site. We can also change the background color here from something to something else than a default black color. And I'm also going to show you how to bring a new data set into this project. So that's very intuitive to do. There is an import button next to projects on the top. And if the same site was scanned with the same control points, they don't have to be in any particular order, as long as minimum 4 points of the place control is collected, they can be brought in. And I'm bringing here the Revo data, and another zip file is from GeoSLAM Note, saved on Android phone, which contains all the images and notes that's been captured. So here I just got the processing time. This is something with a given side of the building would take around 20 minutes. And in the workflows, which we assign to a project, we specify the outputs that we want to create from the point cloud. And this is something that can be customized as well. And so here we can see, again, comparison against the structural model. We can see more columns and floors constructed since the last scan. And also when checking the comparison of the latest scan that was imported in, which was from 11th of March, that's comparing the scan to the 8th of March, we can see changes in the scaffolding outside the building. And also when checking, for instance, on individual sections or the floors that can be created, we can see the change that was happening on every individual floor. And because there were images present for this scan as well, they can be opened up, for instance, here in the floor 2, and it just gives us more visual information, what's been happening on the floor, what equipment was coming in, and installations, and so on. So just changing the background color here, as those views can be also used to create a PDF report and share with the rest of the team and with the colleagues who are looking after the progress. So this is a very simple way to do. We can generate reports straight from the Connect platform, give the report some name, perhaps keeping the date information, and also any section that's been created, either a vertical one, sections of the ceiling, sections of the floors, one by one, they can be included into the view and added for PDF report as well. Also, if there are any additional notes that the operator needs to share, it can be added in the notes below. Anything that needs further inspections, anything that needs attention can be written here. And then Connect generates PDF report automatically. Everything is saved within the folder structure, can be opened up with Connect and shared with the rest of the team. So looking at the project structure here in the report folder, the latest scan that was processed from the 11th of March, we can see the views that were sent to the report. So the side view, it clearly shows which floor had the most works, most progress on the given day when compared to the previous scan. And then floor by floor is shown with the automated highlights in green showing what's new on the day. So now with the ZEP systems, they are really easy to use by anyone. There is no really special training needed for mobile mapping scanning. And Connect takes care of the automated processing and delivers valuable and meaningful results from the raw point cloud data as well. Over to you, David.
Sorry, I was on mute there. Yeah, so GeoSLAM Construction Progress is your tool for tracking progress on a site, so you can record it as often as you want. It's fast and easy to use, so the whole team can use it. Accurate records that are unbiased, repeatable. Site notes and photos that don't require any specialist equipment. Designed for tough environments, so whether it's in bad lighting or bad weather. The data belongs to you, so you can share and store it as you want. And collaborate, so you can share the data and reports with a wider team. Store the project data in platforms like For Projects or Dalux. And useful reports are the information you need that's fast and simple. And easily scalable with our transparent pricing. There's no need for third parties. And so we've lowered the barriers to owning our ZEP products by offering a new way to buy, the GeoSLAM payment plan. Here's an example of our payment plan for construction progress with the ZEP Go and ZEP Revo RT scanner. If you're interested in finding out more about this, visit geoslam.com/payment plan to register your interest and get a quote. So why use GeoSLAM Construction Progress? So Wilmot Dixon are one of our customers in the UK that have been trialing this on their projects for coming up to a year now. We've got a quick video to show you their thoughts of the product.
I am Maxine Beadle and I am a digital manager for Wilmot Dixon, and I'm in the LCO for London and the East. Wilmot Dixon work on large and complex projects across the United Kingdom under several different local construction offices. We track construction progress using GeoSLAM at the moment on one of our projects. We can scan every single day of the week if we want to, and more than once. It's automatically stored and backed up into head office. It has made it easier for people to be able to log in and see stuff, and not to have to worry about getting to site to see where the progress is. By using the GeoSLAM Construction Progress, we are able to keep a customer updated a lot more regular than we would normally with progress, because we can print a report from the system as well as a weekly, daily, monthly, and it's all done for us. It means that we can get quicker information over to a customer.
So it was Maxine talking about how they're currently using GeoSLAM Construction Progress on one of their sites. So just a quick overview. So our ZEV scanners use the strongest SLAM algorithm. SLAM stands for simultaneous localization and mapping. It creates a digital map in any environment you can walk in. It's tried and tested across many industries. Here's a small sample of customers that are currently using our products. So here's just an overview of some of the specifications of our ZEV Go and ZEV Revo RT. So they both have a sort of 30-meter range, don't require any tripods to set up per room, easy to align onto sort of checkerboard targets and get onto sort of grid using adjusted control, suitable in low lighting, can scan and automatically extract multiple floors, don't depend on any internet connection. And with our Revo RT, you get the real-time feedback. And our support, GeoSLAM Care, is included in both products. So, secondly, the GeoSLAM Construction Progress solution allows you to in-source your data collection, the information you need whenever you need it. No need for waiting for expensive outsourced data collection. You own the data. So you're in full control, choose how it's processed, where it's stored, how to access it. We don't mine your data. It's easy and fast to use. Technicians are up and running in less than 1 hour. The best after-sales support. So GeoSLAM Care is included with each ZEV, remote support, knowledge base, software upgrades and hardware warranties. Digital archiving with automated file storage. Scan anywhere, anytime. If you can safely walk around the site or building, you can use the GeoSLAM, whether it's in low light or bad weather. To summarise, it's simple to use, ideal for non-technical users, and you own and control the data. If you want to experience GeoSLAM for yourself, demo in a box means you can experience the power of GeoSLAM in your own hands. Complete the form on the website, which is geoslam.com/demo-in-a-box, or search Google for GeoSLAM demo in a box, and we'll send you everything you need to try out as a product for yourself. Don't forget you can follow us on our social media channels to see all the latest news and updates from GeoSLAM. Thanks for taking the time to join us today. I hope you enjoyed the webinar. You'll receive a follow-up email you can reply to with any questions, and we'll have a team online now at geoslam.com who can answer questions you have or help you with the nearest dealer. Use the chat pop-up in the bottom of our screen on our website. We'll now take the opportunity to run through any questions submitted throughout the webinar. So I think you've got a couple of questions on there, Ivana.
Yes, indeed. The first question, can import IFC BIM model into the data. IFC's next format will be able to support in Connect, and depending on the way the data is captured with the control points, we can initially to get the model into the correct place for your project. Another question, if we can manually align the scans first, for instance, if the reference points wouldn't exist anymore. This is something that we are also working on in Connect, and in a similar way, like we have the merge option in Hub. Nevertheless, if you have the aligned scans, it's very easy for us to change the workflow, so it would produce the comparison of the scans on the aligned scans already. All right, can we do a scan versus model comparison in Geoslam Connect? In a way, we do this scan versus model comparison now, where the result doesn't really show how the site look like from the scan data, but rather we are keeping the model information with tracking the progress with the green colors, depending what's been scanned, what's been built there already. All right, can the panorama images be integrated? Another question, definitely that's something that's coming next into Connect, as you know, the workflows and platform as such is going to develop more and more over time. Panorama images is something next that is coming into the viewer as well. And for now, it's something that's supported in GeoSLAM Draw.
Cool. So there's just one more question on there, or a couple more questions. Once the scanning notes and or pictures is imported into Connect, can a user import other pictures in notes on a chosen location that aren't taken while scanning?
Right, looking for this question right now. Did I understand it correctly? It's a question if there can be more images taken on the given scan area. Basically, with the phone app, it's very intuitive and straightforward to use. You can take as many pictures as you like. The basic principle is that there is one GeoSLAM node capture per one scan capture, and that can be brought together at the same time, imported straight into Connect. The workflow does everything in order to process the scan data and then to align the images to registered scan data as well.
Cool. But yeah, you can't take any pictures afterwards. So yeah, you can't add photos that weren't taken at the time of capture. It has to be done all at the same time. Just another couple of questions as well. So one there on file sizes and what else you can do with the data afterwards. So the file sizes are actually decimated when it goes into Connect. So they are really lightweight and easy to use and to take into other platforms such as Revit or Navisworks or Celebri, products like that, that you can then do clash detections on a more regular basis for site coordination. I think that is all the questions we've got. So thank you everyone again for attending the webinar. If you've got any more questions or want to find out more or trial the product yourself, please get in touch with us and we'll be happy to help. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Thank you, everyone.